So probably the earliest I've ever been on. Oh yeah, I forgot. I have to go over here and get commissions. Did I do that? I did. Okay. Yeah, for anyone who's watched JJK, watched the last episode of season, this will be season 3, I think. But yeah, this episode was good. It was honestly probably like movie quality. I was a little worried they got 7 chapters and crammed it into one. Starting like the character dialogue, they kind of like skipped over that. But for the most part, they just went and just like, no, it was just 28 minutes of like just battles. I think they took out the opening, but they kind of added at least the song in at the end of the thing. End of the episode. Yeah, there's a lot of people on, like some of the people I follow on Twitter, they were like some of the key animators for this episode, so I was pretty happy with that. They're like, oh yeah, I animated this part. I was like, hell yeah. And on other sad news, War of the Visions is finally EOSing even in Japan. This is a waste because they already have like the designs of some of like the future characters already. So you're just like, oh man, really? It's supposed to be like what's part 2 of the series where like it's like the main character's kids and all that, so that whole thing is pretty much gone. I think they just need to not make a gacha game and just make a normal game. Because like, look, they made the remaster of Final Fantasy Tactics, right? People want more tactics. So it's like, why doesn't Square Enix just make the damn thing? Just do the thing. Make it. It prints money. And was it Yoshi P talking about how like, because there's so many years in between Final Fantasy games, that nowadays, like unlike I think most of the Final Fantasy fan base are like in their mid to late 20s all the way to like, of course, older, like in their like 50s. But yeah, because that was during a time where like every like 4 or 5 years Final Fantasy would come out. I just think Square Enix just need to stop making gacha games and just make Final Fantasy games. Yeah, because their gacha game stuff, like if they have a hint of it not doing too good, they said fuck it, and they just abandon ship real quick. They never cultivated, never like actually know how to take feedback. It's like, okay, how can we just take the most money out of these people? That's all they really think about. I mean, which is like probably for most companies, but Square Enix, you don't have enough, you're not like before, like, no, you're a household name. Hopefully the circle is not on. Never mind. AoE circle is on me. Okay, good. I was sometimes like the buttons get stuck, so yeah, that's why I can't even drop the thing on the ground. Oh yeah, other bad news for Square Enix once again is their Duo Dicia or Dissidia Duo something. It is not doing too well. It's how many days out, and it doesn't have a lot of numbers. And as I was saying earlier, Square Enix, like if it doesn't make a certain amount of money, or it doesn't sell too well, they'll like pull the plug on whatever project it is, quit. Especially the gacha game stuff. Like the whole FFBE franchise is gone. I just think that was just due to mismanagement of. I wouldn't even say that. Like something like in Square Enix, something needs to change. I think this maybe the CEO was like, hey, maybe they gotta get rid of the CEO and Square Enix because something is not doing too well. It's like they're too scared to take risks, and that's what Square or Final Fantasy is about. It's a game that was a big risk that succeeded. And if they want to take a risk, I think just pump out some Final Fantasies where like every like 2 or 3 years a Final Fantasy comes out, and then you can just take a risk. Like, okay, this team has a crazy idea. We don't sure if it works. I guess fucking do it. Send it. But yeah, they're not doing that, which is causing I think Square Enix to stagnate. Because I think the games they're picking or they're putting out, because nowadays games take like $1 million to make. They like try to take the safe choices. And it's like, dude, which is kind of weird because like sometimes there are like certain games that you play, like there's certain Silent Hill games that did not do very well, but they try to do something a little bit different, and you kind of see like in the remake of Silent Hill 2 some of the remnants of that. So they did try to take a risk like Silent Hill did. I think what's really screwed Silent Hill was when PT did not become a game. I think if PT became a game, the one that was originally supposed to be with Kojima, Norman Reedus, Guillermo del Toro, like, I think that would have been like the thing that revived Silent Hill. But I mean, the remake too did very good. So, and the company behind the remake 2 or Silent Hill 2 remake, I looked at some of the other games. It's like, oh, they made okay games. So I'm like, I'm so happy that they succeeded with this one. Now they'll probably get like more people asking them to help make games and whatnot. So it just shows you, like, I think if it was Square Enix, if they fucked up one time, they would have been like, nope, never again. Yeah, that's the one bad thing with Square Enix. They just kind of abandon things quick as hell. What was it? So I mean, I still keep track with the War of the Visions community, and I know a lot of people are just sad and just not only that, but they are very bitter with Square Enix games. They're like, yeah, this way if you see a Square Enix gacha, never was a paid money into it. I was like, oh, I mean, I get it. Yeah, Square Enix they like to pull the plug on stuff quick as hell. It ain't like the old Square Enix where like every time like there's a household name. Every time they make something, it's just a banger. I mean, for a little while, Capcom was kind of in the same was a in the same boat where like yeah, because every time was before it was like Capcom makes a game, it just does good. Even though I do blame them for microtransactions, they are the company that started with I believe it was what was the name of the game? Oh yeah, Street Fighter. I think that's what they started doing microtransactions. I know it was Capcom, I'm pretty sure. So we wouldn't be in microtransaction hell if it wasn't for them. Okay, there we go. Oh, and of course, once again, the Rice Bro came in very late yesterday's stream. But yeah, I will talk about some food again. Today will be ribs. Yes, and I'm looking forward to that. I wonder if when someone thinks of ribs, do they think of beef or pork? I think mostly people think of pork, but I mean beef ribs are also pretty good too. I got to say. Oh man, I also forgot to look at the name of the brand of the Ajinomoto gyoza. I don't know, I guess it's just called Ajinomoto Hane Gyoza. If you see that somewhere at a store at your probably Asian market or something, get that. It's good. Like it's good stuff. Better than some of like get where people talk like, oh yeah, like what gyoza is also called like they call it dumplings, or I didn't know about this one. It was like pot stickers. I did not know that was a name. But yeah, I went to a different was there a restaurant before where they had gyoza, and it was not that great. This was like in the States, but like in Japan, right? There's a or I'm not sure exactly where I was when I ate it. There's like there's gyoza, right? And the gyoza it's like really big. It's like no, big as your plate. And there's like a bunch of mini gyozas inside that gyoza. I thought that was pretty interesting. And certain or it's like not like I would consider like a famous restaurant, but like it's like all you could eat thing. If you could eat the gyoza with the mini gyozas inside there within a certain amount of time, you don't gotta pay for it. And you also have to eat the sides, which is the like no 2 bowls of rice as well. So that's how they get you. There was a yakiniku place that we used to go to. They had like, oh yeah, during this time it's like all you can eat. We're like, are you sure? This is back when I was in high school. They're like, yeah, yeah. So me and this other guy, the other guy could eat more than I can. He's like, oh, are you sure it's all you can eat place? The owner was like, of course, you silly kids. Man, we ate so much that he made a new rule. It's like, no, the all you can eat buffet is during these certain times. I was like, yeah, don't make it unlimited. He's like, you fucking bastards. So that's what happens when you have, was it all you can eat yakiniku. And the food quality was good too. Mm. There was that place. This was close to, I I believe it was Kamisea. Oh yeah, and during the the spooky festival time, I'll tell you more about Camisea. That place is haunted as hell. Yeah. That's when all the spooky stories will come out during that time. That place was so haunted that even people who don't believe in ghosts or whatever, they're like, oh yeah, if you go out during this time, you'll see some like kind of like, you know, some weird shit that shouldn't be there. Like all the kids knew about like some kind of like white dog that just would like chase kids around. And most adults don't see it, just like the kids see it. Or the playground that's been abandoned. It's not really like abandoned, but no one, there's no staff at this little small daycare center. And yeah, you hear kids like around the afternoon, so like about 5 or 6 p.m. You just hear kids like laughing and playing, but that thing's been essentially abandoned for years. I'll tell you, I'll just leave it at that for Kamisea stories. But yeah, that would be for a later stream. Also have to, was it look up the PNG tubing kind of stuff for we could enhance the PNG tube thing for Waffles, since he's the one in charge of working on that. So that's the only reason why I haven't been using it, because he's still like tuning it right now. I have ideas. Let me put it this way. I have ideas for it. But yeah, him and technically him, Burrito, and Box are like our programming guys. They're our computer whizzes, unlike me. So Waffles will even let you know that my troubleshooting method is mostly just remove and replace. And even when I do actually go into the code and troubleshoot it, I can make the thing work. It definitely ain't fixed. Like all my stuff is just figuring new workarounds of any problem. The problem persists. It definitely ain't fixed. But whatever the thing is, you could pretty much use it. And that's what he used to get on me about. He's like, you don't fix any of the problems. I'm like, I know. But it works though. And he couldn't argue with that. I say this until he logs in and I'm like, no, I can't argue with that. That's still not good. I was like, I know. Oh yeah, and let's see, other food. Other food, speaking of other food stuff, going back to my trauma of being in the military. This one is for my C-Dad, the guy who trained me in, how was it, just like all stuff sonar related. But there was a time that we woke up after watch. No, it was not woke up, but it was it after watch? Yeah, it was probably after watch. It wasn't before when we woke up. When we woke up, we were in this bad cycle where like when you're underway, in a submarine, right? There's no like, you don't have no day-night cycle really. So yeah, they mix it up with like breakfast, lunch, dinner, and mid-rats. Mid-rats is kind of like a weird, like, since someone wakes at that one weird time or whatever, it's essentially like some kind of like getting the food, like the leftover food, and trying to make something good with it, I guess. But our cycle, like at one point they didn't fix our cycle very well, so like our cycle was just like breakfast for like weeks, which was driving everyone fucking insane, especially me. When I woke up, I just did not eat any of the food. I was like, and to this day, I cannot deal with scrambled eggs. Like, I think the military ruined scrambled eggs for me. Like every time I eat, like it doesn't matter if the scrambled eggs I eat at a nice restaurant or whatever, and it's really good. I do have some, like, it was almost like a gag reflex where I'm like, okay, it's not military food. It's fine. It's fine. Just eat it. It's normal. But I still feel like, oh God. But it's hard for me to eat scrambled eggs, the like strawberry Pop-Tart bar, I guess. Because it's like think of a strawberry Pop-Tart but less icing on it and tastes more worse, I guess. But that I have a hard time eating that these days. And I don't think like sausage, if I just eat sausage, maybe like no, breakfast sausage by itself, I'm fine. It's hard for me to eat that with the scrambled egg thing. I just, yeah. But there's a time that after watch, we went to go get food, and it was rice, just rice. Like one we had like rice with peas inside. The other one was like wild rice. There was like two other kind of rice meals, and this is the first time I ever saw like my C dad like this to actually see him pissed. Like he's generally like no was really chill, but first time I've ever seen him mad because that food when you just had we had breakfast for that long, then finally like the only food that we look forward to is after getting off watch for 8 hours, right? Then okay, at least we have that. And then when you walk in and just like 4 different types of rice, and it's almost like the cook didn't want to like, I mean, in his case, the cook just couldn't cook. Because not every cook is the same. Like there's certain cooks that are really good, and there's certain cooks that are really fucking bad. No two cooks are the same. But yeah, that is the time where like people were losing their mind. They woke up to that shit, or like got off watch and then that shit. Oh man, people were pissed. I was pissed too, because I was like, it's just 4 different types of rice, and they're all mediocre. Like you could just tell a few of them they just didn't put in any work, and just like it's like they didn't really even cook the damn thing, right? One of them was like kind of like mushy rice. It's like I get it if it was like fried rice or something. Oh, that's another thing. I think was it Thursdays or Fridays? One of it was like Asian night. Man, a lot of motherfuckers could not make Asian food, so like let's not have Asian night, cause this shit's gross. Of course, we had Taco Tuesday. I think it was it Friday or Saturday? We had like pizza night or something like that, or pizza, whatever. Then, well, I'm trying to figure out. Oh yeah, and of course, for anyone who's never been in the military, I'm not sure if this is for all branches, but at least in the Navy, if you're underway, which means like no, you're out, like for carriers, you're out on the boat. Submarines, you're underwater doing some kind of mission or whatever. But if you're on a mission like that, and they serve you steak and lobster, like lobster tail and a little bit of steak, you know that means your once the deployment got extended. So if it's a 6-month underway, right? So you won't be back on land for like 6 months. That means that shit got extended. So the better the food is, right? And usually when they do that, it's steak and lobster, called surf and turf. When you see that, you just know that your underway got extended, and there's many reactions to different people, right? Some people like they're like, no, oh, at least I could, no, steak and lobster. Other people are like, when they see it, they're like, are you fucking kidding me? And they lose their mind, understandably though. Where I just remember like we had like a 9-month underway, and when I saw that surf and turf, I'm like, no. Everyone has that same reaction when they see it. They're like, you can't be, you gotta be kidding me. And you lose your mind. Let me see. Zetspool, how do you even say that in English? Despair. Yeah, the despair you feel when you see it. You're like, oh, fuck. There was that, and that's why a lot of people underway, they bring in like in their rack, and depending on your boat, you would be, or ship, whichever one. For submarines, we call that a boat. Carriers and bigger ships, that's a ship, right? Is how we. Oh, Oh no. Oh no. This is not good. Oh, no, 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 I'm going the wrong way. I might be screwed. Okay, I made it in time. Okay, I'm glad the other thing was just too noticeable to, and I don't think too many people come out here, except there's that one guy before that did come out here a lot. Oh no. Okay. There. Had to lock in for a second. Oh no. 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 Oh man, that person just missed me. Okay, okay. Gotta keep my eye open. I had to wait until like someone got caught. They got. Me telling random military stories. That's what this stream was about. It kind of turned into that. We're just talking about like nasty food because people just think that submarines equal like, oh, you guys get great food, right? I'm like, absolutely not. Oh shoot. Come on. Okay, yeah. Submarines, we do not get great food. We get the same food as anyone else. Yeah, it's nothing different. And that just depends on if, like, sometimes, depending on the cycle, if you're on the command where, like, you have the shitty cooks, then you're going to be harding for food for a while. On the other hand, if you finally get some people that could actually cook, then you'll be the happy guy. Oh. Come on, do something. God. Ow. Ow. Damn it. I should have went to the other side. I think we won because they were so focused on me. No. Damn, they got the other person. Darn. Okay, I just need to figure out a new hiding place though. The other place does good for like the first half. Once the targeting thing happens, it's becomes sketchy. Yeah, at least today I was able to get on early, and bad thing though is there wasn't a lot of people doing the tag thing. I think there's more people where I able to kind of bypass the area that I was at. And I think we'll call it for today. Today was actually pretty early that we did everything. Oh, even though I did bad, I did get second place, I guess. Which I think, I'm not sure if it's supposed to make just my body silver. Or supposed to make me all silver, but somehow it just glitches and it only does my body. I don't know. I don't want to know. So I will bypass that and go over here. There's a few people doing that pose. There's 3. Okay. And we'll go here. Which I'm glad I forgot it. So almost forgot to check this. That was close. And then there we go. And with this, we'll call it a day for today. I think today is day either 167 or 168. I think one thing about the whole Mahjong thing is they just need to have like a tutorial stuff where you can learn it first, because this game's not very good with tutorials, really. So hopefully they add that in eventually. If they do like a little feedback thing, I'll definitely send that in. Like, you need to kind of have better tutorials on what the hell's going on with some of the side missions and side quests. But with that, we'll call it a day for today. And if you see this later on, definitely like and subscribe. And we'll see you tomorrow. Well, we'll probably go back to our regular time, depending on if everything goes well or not. Peace out, and see you tomorrow.